Yo, what's good with y'all? As you already seen in the title, today we're gonna be doing a Temu car/accessory unboxing. We got this big package from Temu, but before we get started, I do have a discount code for y'all. If you download the app and use this code by searching it into the search bar as shown, you will get access to a $100 coupon bundle, and you'll be able to buy all these things that you see in the video as well as other things that you might like for your car. I'm pretty excited because I've gotten a few accessories that I've been meaning to get, so I'm excited to use them, see how they work, see if I like them or not. So let's get started. I'm gonna open up the package. Now, of course, I did have to get a few items that have to do with washing your car, so I'm gonna start off with those. The first thing I see, this right here. So this is actually one of those microfiber wash mitts that you would use to wash your car. But what makes this one special is that it actually connects to a mop stick, so it's gonna make it easier, allegedly, to wash your car. So I'm gonna try to put this all together. Looks like you just connect the pieces. One more. I thought it might be a little bit longer, but honestly, I don't think you need much more than this. But you just connect this to the end, you twist it on. Oh, you twist on all of these, you don't just stick them on. Yeah, now that it's all twisted on, it's pretty sturdy. You could detach this for easy cleaning, but you also have a handle right here, so if you don't want to use a stick, you can put your hand on it and use it as a regular wash mitt. I would be careful with this right here though. I do understand that it's to release this, but this could potentially scratch your paint, like this knot right here, so I would be careful with that. But if you just tuck it into this rubber part right here, you're not gonna have an issue. Now, I really like the idea of this because basically, let's say you have a SUV or the roof of your car is kind of hard to reach. With this, you kind of just go and you're able to scrub it. Same with the sides, you don't have to bend down necessarily. But I'm gonna put this to the test and we're gonna see how it works in a real life scenario. Yeah, I'm liking this. Washing the roof of your car is always super annoying because you gotta reach all the way over. If you got an SUV, it's even worse. For covering distance like this and covering it fast, this works very well. I actually really like this product. I can't really go in from the side, I feel like, because it feels a little awkward. I think I just got to get used to it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did that way quicker than usual, so once again, I recommend it. So next up, we got this right here. If you don't know what this is, I believe it's called like a grit guard. So basically, this goes on the bottom of your bucket of soapy water and it filters out all the dirt and everything. Because if you didn't know, when you dunk your wash mitt into your bucket, you're introducing dirt and all sorts of particles into the water. And then when you're redunking it, obviously the glove's coming into contact with it again, and then it can go on your car and then it's gonna mess up your paint. So this prevents that by putting it inside of the bucket, and it filters all the particles down so that you have particle-free, grit-free water every time. So I'm excited to use this. We're gonna see how it works. All right, so I got the grit guard right here. I did notice one thing. There's a little bit of a defect right there. As you guys can see, it's broken, but honestly, that really doesn't affect it. So right here, I got a standard 5-gallon bucket. Let's see if it fits. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So we got this in there, and really that's about it. I'm gonna fill it up with water, soap, and I'm gonna use it. So next up, we got one of these. If we're gonna be getting car washing stuff, we can't go without getting towels. So I got this big towel, this big drying towel specifically. So this was really cheap. I don't remember how much it was. Obviously, you're gonna see it up on the screen. But I got this because I needed more drying towels and I was curious as to how good the quality would be. So I'm touching it and it is soft, but it also does have like it has that texture that kind of like feels weird when you rub it. I'm not sure. We're gonna put it to the test. I would hope that this is safe for my paint because it is really cheap, like I said, and it's really big, but it had good reviews. Obviously it's super thin. You're not gonna get something super thick and this big for the price that you just seen. I want to see how good the absorption is, and if it's not that good, obviously you can always use this for something else. I mean, it's a pretty big towel, so obviously you'd want to use it for drying, but we're gonna see how good it is, how good the absorption is. I heard it's good to start on your glass first to wet the towel a little bit. It looks like there was a lot of dust on the towel. I'm gonna wipe off the rest of my windows. All right, so let's see. Throw it on top, wipe it down. Wipe it down. I didn't expect it to be anything crazy. I saw how thin it was. I saw how cheap it was. Look, as you guys can see, I'm like swiping and it's not. I would say if you're gonna get a towel to dry off your car, I wouldn't cheap out on that. But I did see other options that were a little bit more expensive and thicker. That might be better to go with. Yeah, see, it leaves a lot of streaks. The towel's not even really that wet. Yeah, this might be the only product that I'm not a huge fan of. Alright, so this last cleaning product is the one I'm most excited for, and it is this. When I saw this, I knew I had to buy it. It feels heavy off rip, so it feels like it's good quality. So if you couldn't already tell, this is a wheel cleaning brush. But what makes this one special is that it has a bit right here to attach to your drill. So if you've ever cleaned your wheels before, you know how it is with one of these. You have to go all in, swirl it all around. It's a whole process, and it's very difficult. It gets tiring, especially depending on how much detail your wheels have, how much crevices it has. It can get really annoying. I'm hoping that this will make it easier. It's very thick. It seems like it's gonna do a good job. The only thing, it's soft. Nah, I think it's good. I don't think this will scratch my wheels, but I hope it doesn't. I have to compare it to my other wheel brushes. It is pretty soft. It's not like rough or anything. I just want to make sure that it wouldn't scratch my wheels, even though my wheels are, you know, they're stock, so I'm gonna get rid of them soon. But this does seem very good quality. It's heavy. It's not flimsy or anything. This is very thick though, so if you have like a wheel that has very small gaps in it, this might struggle to get through it. But still, we're gonna test it out. We're gonna see how it performs. Alright, so we got the brush right here. I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna wet the brush beforehand just to avoid any scratches or anything. So you guys already seen. So as you guys just seen, I took the degreaser, put it on the wheels, rinsed it off. Now we got the soap on, and now we're gonna see how this thing's working. Look at that. Look at that, guys. There's no dirt. Nah, this is wild. Whenever I do this, there's always a little bit of dirt left with my hand. Like, I hate doing this. So 100%, I approve this purchase. I'm gonna keep using it. If you know about cleaning wheels though, we also gotta get the face of the wheel. So I'm gonna use a separate brush for that. But for getting into all of these crevices, that brush is really good. I highly recommend you guys get one. I'm actually amazed right now. Alright, so now we're all done with the cleaning supplies. We're moving on now. So here, you can probably guess what this is. It's some film. More specifically, it's headlight or tail light tint. So I have been wanting to tint my tail lights. More so before I got a Q50, I wanted to tint it. I thought it would look cool. I still do think it would look interesting, but I think too dark just doesn't look good. And honestly, I already like the way that the car looks now. I don't think I'm really gonna do that. But the reason why I got this is because my side mirrors have this white light, and I feel like it kind of doesn't go with the rest of the car. So I wanted to try this out. This does look very dark, so I don't know how it's gonna look. Curious to see how this ends up going, but I'm gonna apply this and I'm gonna see how it is. I'm gonna see how easy it is to apply. I don't have a heat gun, so I'm gonna be using a hair dryer. If I don't like it, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a bad product. We're gonna apply this probably using some knifeless tape. We're gonna see how it looks, how easy it is to apply, and I'll let you guys know. Alright, so now we have two more products that I'm very excited to test out, and those would be these phone mounts. So with me, for a long time, I've been rocking no case on my phone. So having it on my lap, I don't really like having my phone on my lap, and when I do have it there, it's like slipping and sliding and falling. I really have nowhere to put my phone. So I've been meaning to get a phone mount for a long time, but the reason I got two is because one works with MagSafe and the other one works just by clipping your phone in. So we'll start off with this one right here. These are both by Top K. So this is what comes with this one. This right here is what actually clips onto your vent. So you unscrew this, not all the way, but almost all the way, and then you pop this in, and then to lock it in place, you just screw that back in, and then bam, this just goes into your vent. So as you guys can see, this is how it fits on the phone. I'm shaking it, it's not coming off. Not sure how it reacts with certain cases, that might change it, but it seems pretty secure. The only thing is that this is pretty big, so when you're not using it or whatever, it might look a little out of place. Obviously, that's just what comes with it. We got this MagSafe one. This is much smaller. If this has a good like grip on the phone, I'll probably be using this one just because it's gonna look a lot smaller, a lot cleaner. It's the same shenanigans. You just unscrew this, pop this in, and then you screw it back in. I do wonder how easy it is to clip these on. It has the same mechanism as the other ones to clip onto the vent. Trying not to destroy my phone. This seems pretty secure. I'm not seeing much movement. This is actually the first time I use MagSafe on my phone. I just never was someone to use that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised. This works very well. I think I'm gonna use this one. Obviously, you guys are about to see right now. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got the magnetic phone mount on. I was applying this one here, and now honestly this might have been user error, but I was tightening it too much and I broke the connection that makes this move. So now I gotta move this with my fingers or fix it. I'm not really sure how you would fix that. Keep that in mind. I already wasn't really loving this one. It is my fault, but it's just very bulky. It's harder to put on, especially with these tighter spaces. All right, so this might have been my fault just because I'm using too much force and doing it at night, so I can't really see. But we got this on. It's also very sturdy. Like I said, it's just way bigger. Like this, you don't notice as much. This, you notice more. Also the location. But anyways, I'm gonna drive around for a little bit. I'm gonna have my phone on these, and I'm gonna see which one I like more. All right, so I got my race box dashboard right here. This is like something that I like to have up. All right, I think I'm gonna switch it over. 100%, I recommend both of these products. At the end of the day, it really just depends. Do you want to have it be smaller? Do you want to have MagSafe? That's really all it comes down to. All right, so next up, we got this right here. What this right here is, if you don't know, I believe it's called a jack pad, so it goes on your jack. This is good because this little rubber thing, I don't know why I didn't buy this sooner. I really did need this. This will basically just protect it because the jack obviously is metal, and then you're putting it on your metal components, and then you could kind of like, you know, ding it up, whatever. This line right here, I believe, is for your pinch welds. So unfortunately, I didn't know about the whole pinch weld thing. I was just being a dumbass, and I was just jacking up on it, and my pinch welds are all bent up and everything. This is what you were supposed to use to ensure that that doesn't happen. So I'm excited for this. We're gonna test it out. We're gonna see how it works. Hopefully it fits on my jack. But before we showcase that, Temu actually did unfortunately seem to mess up a little bit on the order. What I got to go with that was I got this rubber, these rubber little things for your jack stands. So basically serving the same purpose, where it's kind of like a thing that goes over it to cover the metal, or it makes contact with the car. But I did not receive that item. Instead, what I did receive was this right here. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but if I were to guess, I think this is supposed to be like the kits that the locksmiths use to open up doors that are locked and stuff. This looks like the thing that they put into the doors to try to... Alright, we're gonna be here forever, but this looks like the thing that unlocks the doors. Maybe I'll be able to put it into use one day for whatever reason. Hopefully I won't have to. And honestly, I'm not too disappointed that I didn't receive that item, because I did see reviews about the jack stand covers saying that they didn't fit their jack stands, like they were too big or too small. So I still don't know how the jack pads are gonna end up fitting, but I'm glad I got that at least. Alright guys, so I got my jack right here. Thing is super old. I should probably get a new one. This is the jack pad. It's raining outside, so I'm not able to lift it up, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just put this here. The one thing I did notice now that I'm looking at this is that the groove here is very tiny. So honestly, I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this, because for the whole pinch weld purpose, this is tiny. Like a pinch weld is much bigger, so it's really gonna probably like not support it. I don't know if I would trust this for a pinch weld. Getting this to use on a pinch weld, I would say get one that's deeper. That might have been just my mistake for not looking at the listing better. So now we got another item I'm super excited for. I've been wanting one of these. So you might recognize this brand. You might have seen this before. This is an electric ratchet wrench. To be honest, I thought this was gonna be smaller, but it's pretty big. It has some good weight to it, and it honestly feels good quality. It has like these lights on the side, so you push these to pull this out. This is the battery. It's a 12-volt battery. So I believe to charge it, and the back of the battery, it comes with a charger. You just stick this in right here, and that's how you charge it. I'm excited to use this. Honestly, I'm just gonna use this on bullshit, because I don't think I have a reason to actually need to use this right now. Now, I did forget to mention that it does come with 4 sockets. It's not gonna help you with everything. You might be missing something that you need. You got a 12 mil, 14 mil, 17 mil, and a 13 mil. So no 10 mil, but it's for that reason that I got this next product right here. It was super cheap, and what this is it's a set of adapters. It's 6 adapters, so as you could probably guess, it's for the 1/2 inch, 3/8, and the 1/4. So it has 1/4 to 3/8, it has 3/8 to 1/4, and it has all the other mixes. Now these are great to have because let's say you use 1/2 and 1/4 like I was previously, and let's say for the 1/4 you don't have something that you have in 1/2, or vice versa, or whatever. You can attach that conversion socket, and then it's gonna let you attach anything no matter what. So that way you're not necessarily required to buy all the sockets for all the different sizes. So obviously for this one, we have the 3/8 to 1/4 and the 3/8 to 1/2. So for example, 3/8 to 1/2, you just pop this in, boom, just like that. it's not coming off or anything. So now you're able to use your 1/2 size socket on your 3/8 ratchet wrench and take it off super easy. This is the 3/8 to 1/4. Same thing, you just pop it in. So now you're able to use your 1/4 size sockets. I forgot how much that costed me, but I promise you, you go to buy that complete 6-piece set at Home Depot or something, and it's gonna be way more. So honestly, I'm really happy with that purchase. That's not only gonna work for my new ratchet wrench, but it's also gonna work for just regular ratchets, you know, everything. All right, guys, so I got the ratchet right here. It's connected to the 3/8 to 1/4 adapter, connected to this 10 mil right here, because as I said, I only have sockets that are 1/4 inch size or a 1/2 inch, and this is a 3/8 inch ratchet. So now that I have this adapter, I can use either or. I'm just gonna use this rusty bolt right here as an example. As you guys can see, now I'm gonna flip this over so I can tighten it. It does its job. This is all the way tightened down. So now in the future, instead of having to use a regular ratchet, I can now use this. It's gonna be way more convenient. And if you're gonna get this, you might as well get the adapter set as well. It's gonna help you use any socket that you have. All right, so this next item I'm also super excited about. I'm excited about all these items, man. I think I got some pretty good purchases that are gonna go into good use, so I'm happy with this haul so far. But right here, as you guys can probably see, you've seen one of these before. This is a tire inflator, so it's like a little mini compressor. It is cordless, so you charge this machine, but you use this to inflate your car tire, your bike tire, your balls. Big pause on that. Whatever you got that you need to inflate with air, you can use this. And I'm excited. I hope that this works well. I hope that it's not shitty quality. I hope that it actually lasts, because obviously something like this and the last item that we've opened up, those obviously if they stop working then they're useless, but we're gonna test it out. Only time will tell. This is always good to have. You never know when you're gonna need it. You might have to inflate your tires all of a sudden, you know, when it's cold. Sometimes the PSI can fluctuate. Also, like I said, maybe you're at the park, you're with your boys and you gotta inflate a basketball, football, soccer ball, whatever. This is good to have. So here's the actual product, guys. It's pretty sleek, not too big. Right here we got the hose. You just screw this in right here. So far I like the build of this. Long press, 3 seconds on off. Short press is start stop, or the power button. So if you press it for 3 seconds, it turns it on or off. And if you just press it just one time quick, that's how you start or stop, I believe, the inflation. We also do have a light button, so let's turn this. I don't know if this is gonna turn on. Okay, it did turn on. We got lights flashing. Okay, that's pretty cool. So as you guys can see, it has a little interface right there, a little digital display. It does have full battery. I'm surprised with all this. I wasn't expecting these things to be charged, but we do have a light apparently. Oh, there you go. So it has a flashlight. Obviously this is always good to have on these, because obviously if you're in the dark, you're not gonna be able to see that well, or maybe you just need a flashlight. Now you have this right here. Oh, and it has that's funny. I'm definitely gonna put some use into this. If I ever want to shoot like in the garage now, like a little funny short, I could pretend that I have a cop behind me. So little do you know, great for content creation as well. But I'm gonna see. So as you guys can see, it works. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, we got more. So we got a flashing red light. It looks like that's it. So that's pretty cool. It has 3 different light settings. We see that the compressor works. Okay, this thing's actually pretty cool, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So we have a mode selector right here. So when I click it, it changes between, it shows a person, a car, a motorcycle, and a bike, and a ball. Okay, so from what I understand, the mode of the person is personal mode. So you're able to change it with the plus and minus button. Well, actually you're able to change it with either one. So I'm not really sure. This thing just keeps getting better and better. So when you hold that same mode selector button, it changes units. So kilogram, centimeter squared, I forgot what that is, but what else? I don't know what that was. Bar, kPa, I don't think I know what that is. So it has different units of measurement as well. That's super cool. This button right here on the side, so you hold it down, obviously nothing's happening, but that is a deflate button. So when you hold it down, whatever you're inflating, if you gotta take a little bit of air out, that's how you take it out. And then last but not least, right here in the back, we have a compartment. This has your standard 3 nozzles that you're kind of just always gonna see with these inflators. So I know that this is for like any sort of like ball. This is what that's for. I actually don't know what these other two are for. I never really use them. I would really only ever use this one. I think this right here might be for like a bike. Yeah, you have these nozzles. So honestly, guys, I'm very surprised. I didn't think that this would be that good. I thought it was gonna be very mediocre, very basic. This product is very good. Hopefully it holds up over time. But yeah, you guys are about to see me use it in real time. All right, guys. So I got the tire inflator. I'm gonna hold it for 3 seconds, turn it on. It's hard to see. I don't know if the camera's picking up on it, but it is on. So I'm just gonna screw this in. All right, so unfortunately, due to the sun, I think you guys can't see this. You can kind of see it says 29.2 PSI. I believe these have to be at around 35. I have it set to 35 here. So I'm gonna let this run. And then with the infinities, if you know, when your tire is all done, it's gonna honk and it's gonna flash the lights because that's how it works. So I'm gonna just let this run and we're gonna see how well it works. Almost at 35. There you go, it says 35. I'm gonna let it keep, 34.5. I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna do 36. I'm gonna let it run again to see if the car honks, to show that it's all filled up. There you go, you guys heard it. So I'm trying to have you guys see it. It's really hard, the sun is beaming, but it says 35.2. You guys heard the car honk, that means that it has the proper amount of pressure. So we know this works. I can unscrew this, put the cap back on. Alright guys, so last but not least for this Temu car tool slash accessory unboxing, we got this right here. So what this is this is a storage compartment for your trunk. I'm gonna show you guys what my trunk's looking like right now. It's a little messy. I have some like loose just hanging around. As you guys can see, it's red. It has like the brand right here. It looks pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, before I build this up, I wanted the black one. They had a black one, a white one, and a red one, but unfortunately before I was able to place my order, the black one sold out as well as the white one, I think, and this is the only one that was left. So I would have appreciated the black one just because it would have, you know, it would have just blended right in with the car. But I'm still not too mad. It's in the trunk. It's literally just a storage compartment. No one's really gonna see it, and it does not look bad at all. Like, this red looks pretty good. I'm struggling a little bit, but this is like, you're not gonna be zipping and unzipping this, you know what I mean? This part is just flapping down and it's causing it a little difficulty to zip it up, but I'm just trying to be gentle. I don't want to like mess anything up. Like I said, you're not going to be zipping and unzipping this. Now we have this all built up. It has an ample amount of space. There's a little net right here, so you can put your little things that you don't want to get too loose all up in there. It has it on both sides actually. There's not much to say about this. It seems like a pretty little solid thing to have in the back of your car if you need a storage compartment. I'm happy I got this. Like I said, I think I have like a pickleball paddle or ping pong as well, so now I'm probably going to put that in there. I have some camera equipment, so that can also go in here now rather than just being loose in the back of the car. So yet again, another great purchase from Temu. This is my trunk. I got a lot of stuff just laying around. So now that I have this, I'm gonna just stick it in the corner. Got my ratchet. Usually I have detail spray in here. I'm probably gonna put this back inside, but this is just soapy water. This is my suction mount. I'm gonna put it in there. Some of the pieces that go with the suction mount. My ping pong stuff, I just have it in a plastic bag. So as you can see, everything is just more organized now, you know, when you have little stuff like this, rather than having it just laying around. I have it all in here now. The only thing is the shape isn't sturdy. Like this, I already noticed was bending, but now this is bending too. I really don't care about that. I personally like this. I'm gonna keep it in here. Out of everything that I've seen so far, I don't think there's one thing that I haven't liked. Yeah, I really can't complain. I really did like everything that I got today. If you guys have seen anything in this video that you want to get for yourself, or maybe you want to look for other items, build your own haul, download the app and use my code right here by typing it into the search bar. It's very important that you do that. You want to type it into the search bar, and that's how you're going to be able to redeem the code for the $100 coupon bundle. I'm going to get to using all these items. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to get something for yourselves. If you like this video, drop a like. Let me know what else you want to see. I did also do a clothing haul video with Temu a while back, so if you're interested in seeing that, I'm gonna pop it up somewhere up here. If you enjoy watching car content, POV drives, anything like that, I got a modified Q50, so be sure to hit that sub button. I got more videos coming on the way. Let me know what item you like best. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.